Welcome, bienvenidos. This is Roxana from Metamorphosis Rocks, and today we are going to talk about a very simple topic that seems like it keeps coming back over and over again every week. And that is when celebrities, YouTubers, influencers have a bone to pick with drama channels, gossip rags, whatever version of it you have. It's always the big guy that wants to be famous and rich and have all this stuff, complaining about little YouTuber that wants to make a little coin, talking about them. Yeah, let's talk about that. Now, if you've never been here before, my name is Roxana. Hi, thank you for coming. Subscribe if you want to, like if you want to, disagree with me if you want to. It's all good. If you've been here before, welcome back. And today we are going to once again discuss this little ditty about the whining, or I should say constant whining, of bigger YouTubers, celebrities, billionaires, whatever you want to call it, talking about how certain media talks about them. And the reason for this video is because I have noticed 3 or 4 people on one end of the spectrum. We have 3 or 4 people that are complaining about how they are portrayed. And then we have 3 or 4 people that have decided to join the ranks and spill some tea. Or at least announce that they're going to spill tea, in the case of some brutally honest people. But anyway, let's get into it. Here's the thing. This is something that always cracks me up, and I'm going to tell you why. If you are an old Hollywood fan, you know that gossip rags were born out of people that used to be in the industry and did not qualify, whether it was on looks or on talent or whatever. Didn't want to sleep with people, etc. And they started giving the news about celebrities. Most of the time, the houses, the movie houses, and by movie houses I'm talking about the big moguls like MGM, etc., would go ahead and call them when they wanted to post a juicy story on a newspaper so that they would get more promotion for whatever project they were working on. Now, if you follow that to modern times, and I do mean social media times, we see lots and lots and lots of influencers who have this really interesting habit of causing all kinds of drama when they are about to have a product launch. And then they get mad when the drama channels come after them. Now, you might be wondering, since I don't consider myself a drama channel, why am I talking about this, and why does it matter, and why does it matter to me? And I'm going to tell you a very simple story. The reality of it is that the influencers that come with that story about, I hate drama channels, are using this. There's only 1 or 2 reasons why they're doing it. They either really hate being talked about, which means they don't have the thick skin to be in a business where they're a celebrity. Or number 2, they really don't hate it, and they know that if they trash media drama channels, the drama channels are going to come and make a video about them. And that's why they do it. Simple as that. There are many ways that you can create drama. You can either say something so ridiculous and outrageous that it will cause everybody to look at you. And we've seen recent examples of that on the media with people saying they don't want to vaccinate their babies. You have people that make sly comments on other people's social media to create controversy, as in, well, same person doing the same thing. Or you can have people out now just causing all kinds of drama, and the example for that would be somebody accusing somebody else of something a week before they're about to announce a big launch, just to make sure that that launch is seen by all of us. And yes, in a sense, that is manipulation. It cracks me up because some people say, well, some people will do anything for views. And then when that is called into attention, somebody will always chime in, well, we all want views. Yeah, we all want views, but I don't know about you, but I'm not interested in manipulating anybody into watching my channel. Do we sometimes put something on the title that is a little clickbaity? Yeah, but we usually are talking about that person, so it doesn't really matter. It's not really clickbait if you're actually talking about that person. Now, if you put on the title something that the person didn't do, and then go ahead and talk about something about that person that has nothing to do with what the title says, that's clickbait. That is definitely clickbait. But normal people will mention a particular influencer on their title and talk about that influencer. And to me, that's not really clickbait, because yes, the reason why you're making the video is to get the views, but you might have a point of view that you want to offer, or you might have an opinion that you want to share. And in that respect, to me, that's not clickbait. So, again, the question still remains, why am I talking about this if I don't consider myself a drama channel? Because even though I don't consider myself a drama channel, many people consider me a drama channel. I don't know why. I don't give receipts. I don't care enough. I am very well aware of the fact that people, and sometimes people misunderstand me for saying this. So I'm going to explain it now. Sometimes I say to people, if you give them the attention, then they get exactly what they're asking for. So you should ignore them. And some people might think that you shouldn't ignore them because, no, you're not understanding what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is this. If a person is doing something bad and you want them to go away, the easiest way to make them go away is to ignore them. That has always been the truth. Every time, I remember when I was a kid and I was bullied like ridiculously for a number of reasons. I was a nerd. I always had glasses. I had big hair, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Some days I remember those days and I'm like, damn it, I wish I knew then what I know now. The more I cried and the more I got upset about it and the more I had a tantrum in public or whatever, the more they did it. As soon as I stopped giving them attention, which happened also because, well, personally I got tired of it, they just stopped. And the reason why they stop is because you're not entertaining to them anymore. Because the whole point of bullying, other than proving that they're stronger than you, is because they're amused by making you cry. If you're not crying, they're not doing their job. So this is the way it works is very simple. They bully you, you cry. They bully you some more, you cry. They bully you again. You decide you're not going to cry this time. So they are going to escalate the bullying. We've seen it. We've seen it as early as December. Or even May. They are going to have an explosion, basically, of bullying, because they realize that the normal ways are not working on you, so they're going to escalate. And if you budge, you're dead. But if you don't, if you keep on walking, they're going to find somebody else to bully because you're no longer entertaining to them. And that's the same thing with bad actors on social media. If there's a difference between talking drama, and the person did some drama and whatnot, that is not bullying. If you put your stuff out there, people are going to talk about it. That's the bottom line. If you are a celebrity, people are going to talk about you because you're interesting to them. And by the way, I want to say something about the co-signers and the Poindexters that go to the comment sections of all these influencers when they're complaining about drama channels and say, yeah, you're right, drama channels are horrible. Those people that are the Poindexters and the co-signers, like Rich Lux calls them, those are the same people that go to drama channels to ask them what we think about X, Y, and Z. So while they're looking at you, oh, you poor thing, yes, drama channels are horrible. Behind your back, they're going to the drama channels. Well, so-and-so doesn't want to release the story, so why don't you find out for us? And you know what? You love it. Because the more the drama channels talk about you, the more relevant you think you are for some reason. Personally, I don't consider myself a drama channel. And actually, this last week, It has been a perfect example. There have been 5 or 6 big stories that have exploded all over social media. I happen to know what they are. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I do care about drama channels, some of whom I consider to be very good people, getting bashed time and time again because it's the easiest way for an influencer to get more views. You know what also works to get more views? Make better content, or film more than once every blue moon, or actually do something interesting to the rest of us. If you don't want people talking about your personal life, which by the way, I don't agree with people talking about your personal life, at the end of the day, you did give information away, so it's your own fault. I don't like it, but I'm also not going to tell anybody not to do it just because it's whatever they want to do. However they see they should tell the story. And at the end of the day, you get the fruits of that labor because people might feel sorry for you and subscribe, or people will find out who you are and subscribe. So you really don't have anything to lose by people talking about you. But if you really don't want people talking about your personal life, instead of talking about your personal life, how about creating some content we all want to see? Because guess what's more interesting to people than whether or not you're married, divorced, having children, or anything else? Content. Interesting content. Will keep their minds, they will keep them interested. Now, are they going to still ask if you're married, divorced, dating, separated, whatever? Yeah, they're still going to ask. There's always going to be one person that's going to ask. It's up to you not to tell them. And then when you tell them, don't complain when the drama channels pick up on it and decide to spread it all over social media. That's the bottom line. These two groups of people, influencers and gossip or drama channels, feed off each other, okay? The drama channels need you all to mess up or to do something interesting for them to talk about. And you need the drama channels to talk about you so you stay relevant. It is what it is. And if you don't like that side of the business that you're in, then you really need to get either a thicker skin or get out. Because there is no way you can have a successful entity without having somebody talking about you. Now, the most recent example I talked about on a recent video was Elon Musk, who decided to completely go berserk because somebody this is the excuse he used, because somebody insulted him. Dude, you're a billionaire. You're worth, I think it's $20 billion, something like that. The hell is wrong with you? If you really have that, and I've been watching this a lot recently where billionaires are so thin-skinned, and I'm sitting there like, there is no way that somebody that hustled this hard, because we have to remember, Elon Musk was not a millionaire when he became one. When you have hustled this hard to become a billionaire 20 times over, chances are you have gotten beaten the crap out of you. Physically, mentally, however you want to call it, okay? And for you to now sit there and get super riled up over somebody trash talking you, basically, it's pathetic. It just is pathetic. Get a thicker skin or stop watching the stuff that people say about you. One of the two. But if you really want to make it, it really doesn't matter what business you're in. If you really want to make it, you have to understand that there's always going to be people that are going to hate on you, that are going to call you out on your crap, and they are not haters, that are going to see something wrong with you just because they don't like you. That's part of the deal. There is nothing in this planet that everybody likes 100% of the time. I would say chocolate, but I've met 2 people in my life that don't like chocolate. I don't understand them. I don't know what planet they came from, but it is what it is. But if you want to make it, and if your goal is to make it, I don't care if it's as a restaurant owner, a rocket scientist, a celebrity, whatever you decide to do, you have to get comfortable with the idea that people are going to trash talk you. And they're going to trash talk you in your face, and behind your back. And you know what? The same way they say they're trash and they keep on going and they don't even think about you 2 hours later, the same way you see it, you laugh, and you keep on walking. It is the best response. People are not thinking about you every hour of the day. Why are you? That's the bottom line. If you really are that interested in being a successful YouTuber, think about your business. Yes, it's entertaining to hear some drama channels or to watch their perspective on other things. We all do it. But if you really want to become a successful YouTuber, figure out ways of, if you don't have the money for the equipment, to do the thing right. Figure out what is the best schedule for you to film on or to do live streams on or whatever you decide to do. Figure out, in my case, I don't have ring light and I don't see how I'll ever have a ring light because it's that little sucker and it's driving my brain crazy. So what am I going to do? I'm probably going to spend the rest of my life trying to figure out how to play with the lamps in my house and the natural light to make you be able to see me. Other than that, there really isn't much I can tell you. Focus on your stuff. Don't give haters the chance to get to you. I don't know why people have such a hard time understanding that concept. Look, if somebody's trying to steal your content or talk trash about you, or demonize you like these influencers are doing lately, ignore them. Do you really think it doesn't bother the rest of us? Of course it does. We like to see everybody getting along. Personally, I would love to see everybody getting along. But it gets old after a while that you guys keep getting attacked and attacked and attacked and it never fails. The influencer attacks you, there are 10 videos about it, and then it all blows over because influencer had a product coming and you just made their sales. If you really want to stick it to them, don't talk about them and watch their sales plummet, and then we can talk about it. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.